So let's try answering this sample problem on conduction on single pipe. So before that, before we go on, in answering this problem, so kindly click the like and subscribe button for more updates on our engineering tutorials. So kung hindi pa po napapanood yung other videos on the discussion about the conduction on pipes, you may see the playlist sa aking channel. So may in-upload ako doon na video. So yun muna po ang panoorin bago tayo mag-proceed dito sa sample problem natin. So here is our sample problem. In a factory, a chilled water pipe is going through a room at 30 degrees Celsius before reaching its point of consumption in another room. The factory operator would like to know what is the additional heat load transferred from the room to the chilled water and that the chiller has to handle. So the chiller is supplying water at 4 degrees Celsius. The factory operator is measuring the temperature on the pipe at 4.5 degrees Celsius. He assumes that the temperature inside the pipe is 4 degrees Celsius. The pipe is 81 millimeter inside diameter and has a thickness of 2.3 millimeter. It is made of steel with a thermal conductivity of 30 watts per meter per degree Kelvin. So the pipe has a length of 3.5 meters. So how are we gonna solve for this type of problem? Sa mga ganitong uri ng problem, it is much better if mag-drawing muna tayo para ma-analyze natin yung itsura ng sinosolve nating problem. So let's draw first our pipe. So ang sabi dyan is isang pipe lang naman. So let's draw first our pipe para ma-visualize natin ang problem na ito. Okay, so yan. And here is the inside. Okay, consider this as yung cross-section area ng pipe natin. So nakalagay dyan, a chilled water pipe is going through a room. So may temperature dun sa room natin. Outside, say example nandito yung room. At 30 degrees Celsius. Before reaching its point of consumption in another room. So, ang sabi dyan, the chiller is supplying water at 4 degrees Celsius. So, the water is nasa loob at 4 degrees Celsius. The factory operator is measuring the temperature on the pipe. That means that the temperature here is equal to 4.5 degrees Celsius. He assumed that the temperature inside the pipe, here inside the pipe, is 4 degrees Celsius. So this pipe is made up of steel with K of 30 watts per meter degree Kelvin, and the total length of this pipe is 3.5 meter. It is also stated that the internal diameter, so diameter yung binigay dyan, that the internal diameter of the pipe is 81 mm. And the thickness is 2.3 mm. Okay? So, yan ang mga given nung problem natin. So, based from our formula, so since this is only single pipe, wala namang binigay na H2 dito, so negligible yung convection. Di na natin isasama yung convection dito since wala namang H2. So, kung papansinin nyo, nandito lang yung rate ng flow ng heat transfer natin. Mula rito, papunta rito. So, wala rin binigay kasi na H dyan sa gitna. So, therefore, we will not consider the convection part. So, purely conduction lang. So, sabi natin, sa conduction, the rate of heat flow is equals to delta T over RTH. So, ang RTH natin dito is 4 pipes. So, therefore, Q natin is equals to delta T. Ang change in temperature natin will become T1 minus T2 all over ln R2. So, R2 na ang ilagay natin. Since mas malaki yung R2 over the inside, all over 2 pi KL. So, hanapin muna natin yung mga values. So, meron ba tayong T1? Yes, meron tayong T1 nandito. Do we have T2? Yes, meron din po tayong T2 nandito. So, ang R2 and R1, kung papansin niyo, wala pa tayo niyan. We have inside diameter, yes, pero hindi pa yan mga radius. So, therefore, we need to analyze first and hanapin kung nasaan yung mga radius na yan. So, 2 pi, do we have K? So, given na ang K here, and meron din tayong L. So, need na lang natin na i-locate yung dalawang radius. So, hanapin muna natin yung radius. Find the R2 and R1. Simulan natin sa R1 or the inside radius. So, kung papansinin nyo, ang given kasi is inside diameter. And we all know na yung inside radius, masasolve natin siya kapag yung inside diameter, i-divide natin sa 2. So, this is equal to 81 mm divided by 2. Okay, so use calculator. 81 divided by 2. So, that is equal to 40.5 millimeter. So, we can convert it na here. So, pwede natin itong i-convert sa meter. 1 meter is 1,000 millimeter. So, divided by 1,000. So, 0.0405 meter. So, ito yung R1 natin. Next, how about the R2? Kung papansinin nyo, mula here hanggang dito, that is the R1. And the R2 is mula dito hanggang dito sa labas. Which is that is equal to the R1 plus yung thickness ng pipe. Okay? So, yung R1 na to, dagdagan nyo ng thickness, makukuha natin yung R2. Okay? So, solving for R2, so R2 is now equal to, sabi ko nga, R1 plus the thickness. So, we will use the R1 na naka-mm, which is 40.5 mm, since ang thickness natin na 2.3 is in mm. So, that is equal to 40.5 plus 2.3 na thickness in mm, that is 42.8 millimeter. So, convert rin natin to. 1 meter, 1,000 millimeter. So, this is 42. Divide this by 1,000 para makuha natin yung sagot na 0.0428 meter. So, ito yung R2 natin. Yan. So, kompleto na yung nasa problem natin. May T1, okay na. May T2, may R2, may R1, may K, at may L na siya. Okay. So, given na nakuha na natin lahat, we can now solve for Q. So, Q is equals to T1 minus T2 over ln of RO over RI or R2 over R1 para di na kayo malito. Basta tandaan nyo lang, Yung malaki yung nasa taas. 2 pi kl. So, T1. So, magiging negative ang sagot natin since we assume na mas malamig sa baba or mas malamig sa loob. So, ang tendency pala ng rate ng heat flow natin is pabalik, papunta dyan. Okay? So, pabalik. So, therefore, ito dapat ang mauuna. Pero inassume natin na palabas yung palabas yung direction ng heat flow. We assume it in this direction, papunta dyan. Kaya magiging negative yung sagot natin. That negative indicates only ang ini-indicate lang ng negative na yun is the direction. Meaning, opposite siya nung assumption natin. In case na magsasagot kayo ng negative, you can put it na that is the direction. Pwede nyo sabihin yung direction for me to consider your answer. Okay? So, T1 natin is 4 and our T2 is 4.5. So, let's substitute it. T1 is 4 degrees Celsius and our T2 is 4.5 degrees Celsius. All over ln of our R2, it is here. We solved it kanina, 0.0428 meter all over our R1 na 0.0405 meter. We will divide this by 2 pi and our K na 30 watts per meter degree Kelvin and yung length natin na, ilan yung length? Given at 3.5 meter. So, 3.5 meter. Extend na lang natin yan para hindi tayo malito sa pagsosolve. So, makukuha natin yung Q natin. So, ito magka-cancel out. Need natin na mag-unit analysis. Magka-cancel out yan. The meter dito, magka-cancel out din. Diba? Tapos itong Kelvin, magka-cancel out itong nandito sa taas. Ika-cancel out niya yan. So, ang matitira na lang dyan is naka-watts. So, our answer should be in watts. So, pag negative yan, okay, let's answer it. 4 minus 4.5 all over ln 0.0428 all over 0.0405. Divide? Okay. Sa paglalagay ng over, dito dapat yung cursor. Tapos saka kayo mag-over, para ang i-over ng calculator is ito lang. Kung papansinin nyo, mas mahaba dapat yung nandyan. Since mas mahaba yung nandito. Okay? 2 pi, our K is 30, and yung L na 3.5. Okay, so that is equal to negative 5,971.95 watts. Okay, so I will accept this answer as long as you will indicate the direction. So, ano yung direction? From outside of the pipe to inside. So, bale ito yung magiging sagot natin. So, kung papansinin nyo, sobrang laki pa ng load. Sobrang laki pa ng load ng chiller. That is almost equivalent to 6 kilowatts, di ba? So, sobrang taas pa niyan ng 6 kilowatts na yan para gawin nung trabahuhin nung chiller. So, kaya nag-a-add tayo ng mga insulation. Tandaan natin, wala pa tong insulation. So, there is no insulation here. Kaya yung rate ng heat transfer natin is masyadong mataas. At 5,971.95 watts. So, kung dun sa problem is inassume nyo agad na pabalik to, yung direction, you will obtain a positive answer. So, kung galing dito, papunta dyan, so 4.5 minus 4, mag-obtain kayo ng positive answer dyan. So, kahit balik ta rin natin, gawin natin itong 4.5, tapos ito yung 4. So, parehas yung sagot na lalabas, magpa-positive yan. Okay? So that concludes our sample problem here in conduction on pipes. So watch for the another video kasi doon yung continuation nito for ang mangyayari is lalagyan natin ng insulation. What will happen to the Q kapag nilagyan natin ng insulation? So thank you and have a good day.